Here's how we took this artist from 3,000 views to 386,000 views on the same video by changing one thing. So the original video concept was this.
We've all heard this song, right? So what if a UK artist made country music?
The first thing that we noticed is the intro was just too long. So we chopped that intro down from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. We also noticed that the song she chose was just a little too niche for the country genre and it wasn't going to impact a wide social media audience. But what's a song in the country genre that is culturally relevant to a wide audience? This one. Did your boots stop working? By cutting her intro hook down from 5 seconds to 3 seconds and replacing the Kelsea Ballerini song with the Dasha song, it took her views from 3,000 to almost 400,000. If you want to apply to work with our team on your content strategy, drop a comment with the word work. Sometimes the difference between 3,000 views and 400,000 views really is in the detail. Here's how we worked with this artist to get over 8 million views in 1 week by establishing an authentic brand identity in his content. Inspired by artists like Coldplay and Radiohead, Miles has a very clear direction and vision for his brand identity. Tapping into that nostalgia for the content became the core of our strategy. It was through this video style that Miles was able to have videos hit 3.4 million and 3.3 million views, where the visual hook of the video captures Coldplay fans' attention immediately, and then converts those Coldplay fans to fans of space by transitioning to one of Miles' cinematic performance videos, with a comment section filled with Coldplay fans now falling in love with his music. As an artist, one of the strongest forms of content strategy that you have is tapping into the fan base of another artist in an authentic way, which is exactly what Miles did here. Comment the word work down below to apply to work with my team and I on your content strategy and marketing. Here's the exact method I used to get over 10 million streams without spending a single dollar. And no, it wasn't playlisting, PR, Facebook ads. If you're new here, my name is Ruff and I help you actually turn views into fans for your music, so hit that follow button for more daily tips. But when you go to promote your song on social media, you're very obviously promoting your song and you're not giving the audience actual tangible value. Because on social media, value comes in 3 ways: education, entertainment, or inspiration. And then there's ads, but nobody wants to watch ads. Saying things like new song out now or go listen to my song just screams ads, so do this instead. Whatever your content style is, whether it's a performance video or a public stunt, nowhere in the video are you going to mention the song, what it's called, or if it's released or not. And when you do this, you're waiting for what I like to call the golden comment. The golden comment is when that first person comments and asks something along the lines of, what is this song called? Is this released or not? And this is the golden comment because it flips the psychology of music promotion on its head. So instead of you being all salesy, shoving your song in people's face, you're now in a position where there's a demand for the song and you just simply become the supplier. And all you're going to do when you get that comment is pin it to the top of your comment section and then reply saying something like, the song is called XYZ by artist name, it's out now. The power in this strategy comes from you delivering for a fan who asked about the song instead of just shoving it in people's face when they didn't ask. Comment the word learn down below for a free step-by-step masterclass on this entire strategy. Why do some artists have fans that tattoo their lyrics while others just get stuck with no streams? Super fans aren't built from songs, they're built from brand loyalty. And the best artists use a proven 4-part framework called the Artist Brand Diamond. Here's exactly how it works. Number 1 is identity. Who are you beyond your music? Your voice, your values, your personality, your opinions. Number 2 is obviously the music. What is your sonic signature? The consistent emotional tone around your songs, the vibe and the distinct sound that stands out. Number 3 is your story. What emotional journey are you taking fans on? Are you the underdog that's overcoming the odds? The rebel challenging society norms? Remember, people don't just share songs, they share stories. And number 4, which is the most overlooked part, community. You need a name for your fan base, rituals that go on at shows. True superfans crave belonging, not just music. Get these 4 elements of your brand right and you're not just going to gain followers, you'll get fans that'll literally tattoo your name on their bodies forever. Billie Eilish's secret weapon isn't her voice or her visuals. It's something most artists completely overlook: consistency. Most artists just jump from trend to trend, constantly rebranding every 6 months, leaving the audience totally confused. But Billie Eilish has built trust and loyalty from her fan base for almost a decade. And here's how she did it and why it's so powerful. Number 1, emotional anchor. Every lyric, every interview hinges on 3 pillars: vulnerability, rebellion, and control. Her fans feel these in their bones because she has a rock solid core emotional personal identity. Number 2 is a visual signature. The neon green hair, the oversized hoodies. Her look didn't just stand out, it became iconic. And number 3, controlled evolution. Yeah, Billie Eilish has evolved visually and sonically, but that core energy of her brand has still remained untouched. Because branding isn't about staying static, it's about staying recognizable. And she built this world where her fans don't just like her, they tattoo her lyrics on their bodies, they sell out her shows, and they cry in the crowd. And why? Because they know who she is as an artist. So ask yourself this, do your fans truly know what you stand for? Or are you just another artist that's chasing the next trend? Because consistency isn't just powerful, it's absolutely unforgettable. Billie Eilish, Drake, Taylor Swift, and Jay-Z all built massive music careers using totally different brand strategies. But they're each following one of the distinct 12 brand archetypes that determines everything from their music to their business ventures. And the truth is, most artists fail because they're trying to be everything to everyone, instead of leaning into the specific archetype that already exists in their personality. Once you discover what that archetype is for you, you'll understand exactly how to build a brand in a way that feels authentic to yourself and magnetic to fans. And these archetypes aren't just random categories. They're deeply rooted patterns that connect with people on a subconscious level. Take Taylor Swift, the innocent with her wholesome songwriting and personality. Or look at Kendrick Lamar, the sage, positioning himself as the wise teacher where every album is a lesson and every verse is a story. Billie Eilish is the explorer, taking her fans on journeys of breaking new ground and self-discovery. And that's just the beginning. Travis Scott embodies the outlaw, where breaking rules isn't just what he does, it's who he is. Beyoncé plays the hero, showing others how to win and overcome with unmatched determination. The Weeknd is the magician because he transforms himself with each new album. And Selena Gomez is the regular girl, promoting self-love while still being one of the biggest stars in the world. And what about the rest? There's the lover, the jester, the caregiver, the creator, the ruler. These archetypes determine everything. How you dress, what you post, what ventures you pursue outside of music. But it comes from who you truly are deep down as a person, not just your sound. So now the question is, which archetype are you? Drake, Taylor. Most artists think branding is just about fonts, colors, and aesthetic vibes. But here's the truth. Your artist brand has very little to do with how you look and almost entirely about how you make people feel. What emotional positioning are you taking in your fans' lives? Because fans aren't just following you for your aesthetic. They're following the version of themselves that you help them become. Olivia Rodrigo has the purple aesthetic, but she also owns those feelings of heartbreak and teenage rage. When you listen to Zach Bryan, are you thinking about his font? No, you're connecting with that raw nostalgia and loneliness yearning in his vocal. These artists aren't selling their look. They have emotional positioning that fans can latch onto. So the real question is not, how do I make my Instagram feed look cool? It's about what role you and your music plays in someone else's life. So these are the 3 questions you have to ask yourself. What feeling and emotion are fans buying into when they follow you? Is it confidence, permission to feel vulnerable, nostalgia? No font or color scheme is going to save a brand that doesn't have emotion attached to it. So stop obsessing over aesthetics and start mapping out that emotional territory that you can claim. Most artists think branding is just about fun. Olivia Rodrigo didn't just make up some fancy brand to connect with her audience. She turned her real teenage heartbreak into global hits. And that's the secret most artists today are missing completely. Your brand isn't something you create, it's something you uncover. The parts of your life that you might be hiding are exactly what's going to make your fans love you. Because people connect with authentic experiences that mirror their own. The most iconic artists aren't trend followers. They're the ones who turn their real life stories into movements. And your story's already there, hiding in plain sight. You just need to know where to look. So start by searching for those defining moments throughout your life that shaped who you are today. What core beliefs guide how you see the world? What experiences from your past transformed you into who you are today? These aren't just random questions, they're the foundation of your authentic brand. If you grew up dreaming of escaping from your small town, that's not just a part of your past. That can become a core pillar of your brand. If you've always felt like an outsider, don't hide that. Amplify it in your artist identity. Your job isn't to create something new, it's to uncover those parts of yourself that have always been there. The artists with killer brands aren't faking it for the cameras. They're just brave enough to show who they really are in an authentic way. Olivia Rodrigo didn't just make up some fancy brand to connect with her audience. She turned her real Every successful artist from Billie Eilish to The Weeknd follows the 80-20 branding rule. But most musicians get this completely wrong. They think showing every side of their personality makes them more relatable. But that approach is exactly what makes artists forgettable in today's crowded market. The truth is, the biggest artists in the world focus 80% on one core identity and just 20% on their unique differentiator. When you try being everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to anyone. Your fans need to understand who you are immediately. That's how attention works in the music industry today. Brutal but true. The most magnetic artists nail this perfectly. So what does the 80-20 rule actually look like? Take Billie Eilish, for example. She's 80% mysterious alt-pop artist with the whispery vocals and the boundary-pushing genres, but her 20% differentiator, she's surprisingly vulnerable and honest about her mental health. And she does that in a way that connects deeply with her generation. The Weeknd is a master at this too. 80% dark, moody R&B cinematic experience, 20% storytelling ability, building out character arcs album by album. So how do you apply this to your own music career? First, find that one dominant archetype that makes up 80% of who you are as an artist. Are you the rebel, the storyteller, the visionary? Then add that 20% differentiator. Maybe it's your visual style, your fan interaction, your life experiences. You don't have to show every single angle of your personality. Focus on that one thing clearly and then let your unique differentiator enhance it. Have you ever wondered why your favorite artist's marketing doesn't feel like marketing? It's because they understand the difference between pull marketing and push marketing. And too many artists are killing their growth with push marketing. When someone opens up Instagram at 2 o'clock in the morning, they're not looking for new music. They're looking to escape reality. People are on social media to be educated, entertained, or inspired, not to be sold to. Stream my new song, pre-save link is in my bio. This is all push marketing. But pull marketing makes fans feel like they discovered you. It's personality-driven content that creates a movement that fans want to join, not promotional content that feels like an ad. And this is why fan pages oftentimes get more engagement than artist pages. They're showcasing the music without selling the music. And it's the same reason why brands like Liquid Death skyrocketed without traditional ads. They created a movement centered around water and tall boys that people wanted to become a part of. It's not about being the artist who promotes the most. It's about making fans feel like they discovered something special. Have you ever wondered why the most overused advice in music marketing is just be authentic? And the truth is, most artists have been thinking about authenticity completely wrong. It's not just about oversharing your